I'm dolo, and I'm good with that.
Don't fuck with me. I'm
backed by God, so I don't even know how to have the fear you need me to have.
Boy, if you weak ass niggas even thought of doing something to me, I light y'all bitch ass up.
I don't fuck with nobody. So when you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you.
You want to be somewhere where people are all trying to grow. And if you going behind, guess what they gonna do? Tell you, hey bro, either get right or get the hell on. You see what I'm saying? But them the type of people you need to be around because that holds you to a standard.
If you can't receive someone telling you something, and even if you don't like who's saying it, if you're focused on what they're who's saying it than what they're saying, you're not emotionally intelligent.
That's a fact.
You're emotional.
God put me through a lot of trials and tribulations so that I wouldn't get complacent, so that I could remember who the fuck I am.
Obsessed with finding myself now and not having to prove anything to anybody other than myself.
I believe in wins and lessons. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Everything is a lesson.
You can't let nothing break you. I don't care what the situation is, my nigga. Don't let that shit break you, because it's always a way.
Stay you. Be you, be different. Don't try to follow no ways. What work for somebody else ain't gonna work for you.
Oh, I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to, bro, I'm scrubbing to better myself. Or, bro, I'm just trying to be a better person. Yeah?
Giving your best is enough. And sometimes we lose track of that. So for anybody out there, you know, you're enough.
If one door closed, another one gonna open.
I'm someone you really shouldn't put your hands on. So just make sure that this is what you want, because I'm not gonna stop, and I'm very resourceful.
Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down. And if you're down, I'm here to pick you up.
I don't care what it is. If you survived it, you standing there talking about it, it's cash money.
Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Don't be blind to no situation that's in your face. If you feel like your good feeling is this, go with it.
The ship does not sink because of the water around. The ship will sink because of the water that gets in. So for me, I don't allow the water that's outside to get in my ship and sink it.
I can't help that these motherfuckers is soft.
Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be.
And with that, I said, move on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Get your life together.
Not there yet. When you get there, you gonna know when you got there. But you cannot get comfortable.
The greatest thing you could do is listen while you winning. We get that paper, motherfuckers throw the drip on, they got the money, they got all the chicks going crazy, everybody screaming their name, and they go deaf. Nothing can penetrate you.
I just tell myself it's okay to not be okay, as long as the goal is to get out that stage, get out that box, get out that space. That's how I fight with my demons.
It's another me mentally that everybody don't experience.
They ain't got no self-esteem, and then they come being mad at me because I got self-esteem. I'm confident, I'm strong. They're just gonna have to deal with it. And if they don't want to deal with me, block me.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
Yo, it's your boy Light Buddha Mike back at it again with another live reaction. What it do, family? Y'all ready to open up them third eyes? You know what I'm saying? You know, that eye in the sky about to come through. You know, in the Mayan calendar, or Inca. Or was it the Hoki? No, it was the Hoki. They said that tomorrow is either going to be the end or the beginning. The awakening, mass awakening, or mass cataclysm. So what they got planned for tomorrow, y'all? That's the question. And are you prepared? Because that's what you have to be. You have to be prepared. Never know. Never know.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. The water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Father God, I
ride like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I send my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet?
Yo, Angela in the building. Boogie in the building. Dennis in the building. We got Solo in the building. How's everybody doing in the fam? You know what I'm saying? Good to have the mods and family up in the squad. You know what I'm saying? Gotta shut shit down around here, man, because motherfucking, I don't know what the hell happening with the money and situation. To be honest, I work, so I really don't be paying attention too often. You know what I'm saying? But I do get government assistance. It's just I work, so it's not really necessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, always share, family. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's get into it, though. I ain't gonna hold you up. You know what it is.
All right? So, we had no need for money then. Because everything still to this day grows in abundance. It's just they got it. And then they make you pay for it and they dish it out a little bit. If you ain't got no money, we ain't giving you none. If you ain't got no money, look, this the whole planet. They cuffed it. The planet still pushes out abundance. They just got it. Like, shit, you ain't got no money. You can't get no gold. You want a gold chain, nigga? It's gonna cost you $1 million. Why, nigga? Gold is a natural crystal of the earth. Gold is a lower form of copper. It's a normal mineral of the planet. Why do we gotta pay for gold, nigga? Don't this shit grow like this? I got diamonds in my ear. I got SI diamonds. SI and VVS. SI and VS diamond. I said VVS. SI and VS diamond. SI and VS, half and half. But guess what? That still hit me. I said to pay for that. Diamonds are crystals that grow in the earth. Diamonds are crystals. Y'all didn't know that? That's the weakest crystal though. A diamond is this is a clear quartz. A clear quartz is stronger. A diamond is part of the quartz family. Let me put y'all on game real quick. Free gems. A diamond is part of the quartz. This is the clear quartz right here. Diamond is part of the quartz family and it's the weakest quartz, nigga. It's the weakest quartz, but they got us spending millions on diamonds. This is the weakest core.
Damn shame. So diamonds are forever though. No, I didn't know until like a couple of years ago that the thinner the crystal sheet, the more vibration it holds, like the frequency that it could pick up and shit. I guess that's how they use it to pick up radio waves and shit. It says statutory quadro, whatever. I don't know what the hell that is. Said, well, you like many viewers? Not really. Only natural. Only natural. Solo always said how suede diamonds drill. Diamond bits are expensive too. So I'm just saying.
This is Henry Truman, okay? Henry Truman is the 33rd president of the United States. Number 33, right? He's also a 33rd degree Freemason, which is the highest Freemason, okay? Why is it important? Because he's the one who ordered the dropping of the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Now, this is controversial because at this point, America didn't have to nuke Japan. Why? Because America was firebombing Tokyo. You can see the damage, right? In Tokyo, all the houses are wooden. Guess what? If you drop fire bombs on these houses, everything burns. So America was just burning Japan to death. They didn't have to drop the nuclear bombs. Okay? You can see the devastation, okay? This is Tokyo. They burned everything down. There was talk that if America launched a land invasion of Japan, lots of people would have died. But you didn't have to invade Japan because you were just bombing Japan to ashes. So why did they drop the bomb? Well, the other argument is that they dropped the bomb to scare the Soviet Union. But that only encouraged the Soviet Union to get their own bomb, right? So you have to ask yourself, why did they do this?
To me, it sounds like scare tactics. Like, that sounds like some straight up scare tactics. But nonetheless, you could tell it was set up for something. They were planning for something. Definitely planning for something. Yeah. Well, them people still go out to hang themselves too in the suicide forest, so a lot of that shit's still crazy. You feel me, dog? A lot of that shit. A lot of that shit. Shit. It's crazy. Real crazy. But you see crazy shit all the time. You just don't know it. You know what I'm saying? These people normalize crazy and make it seem like it's not crazy just because it's their culture. Like, our culture is fucking crazy. It's sick. It's sickly crazy. But shit, let's play this.
Boy, y'all president and them, they some cold pieces of work. They trying to change the age of adulthood from 18 to 14. 18 years old to 14. So 14-year-olds could now be tried as adults. You know what I'm saying? Go to prison at 14, 15. Crazy. But y'all gotta peep the real play though. Oh, the Epstein. Pretty sure all those girls was around 14, 15, 16. So if they change the law to that, to where the adults gonna be 14, that means the age of consent gonna be 14 for these nasty men. So then all the stuff that they did in the past, they ain't gonna get no charges. Think about it.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Why do they keep doing that? What makes them think that the age of consent needs to be lowered? It's raised for a medical reason, isn't it? Mostly for a moral reason at that point, you know what I'm saying? But shit. Shit, more you know, I guess, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have to worry about jail if they fuck with mine for real, for real. I would you on that. No cap.
Can you believe that this is why the government is currently shut down right now?
We want you to take some stuff out of the budget that we think is wasteful, and we did, and that upset the Congresswoman. She's entitled to be upset if she wants to, but that really upset the socialist wing of the party. And so we took out, and here's what they want us to put back in. We found that under President Biden, they were spending $3 million for circumcisions and vasectomies in Zambia. We took that out. The Congresswoman says, we're going to shut down government till you put that back in. We found $500,000 of American taxpayer money for electric buses in Rwanda. We found $3.6 million for pastry cooking classes and dance focus groups for male prostitutes in Haiti. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. It was in the budget under President Biden. We took it out. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez And the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party, says we're going to shut down government until you put it back in. I'll just read you a few more that we took out. They are demanding we put back in. $6 million for media organizations for the Palestinians. $833,000 for transgender people in Nepal. $300,000 for a pride parade in Lesotho. $882,000 for social media mentorship in Serbia. $4.2 million. We took it out. The Congresswoman and the socialist wing of their party says we got to put that back in for the open government. $4.2 million for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and intersex people in the Western Balkans and Uganda. I could spend the rest of the afternoon here. We took all that out. It upset Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. It upset the socialist wing of her party.
Yo, that right there is crazy, yo. That's crazy work. Why are you gonna shut down the government because we took out certain things that weren't gonna be really applicable? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. None of these people really using this shit. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just trying to provide them with a service. We don't need that. Anybody got time for that? That's our money. That's not their money. Who the fuck are you? Huh? Motherfucker giving money away freely, giving away to these poor people on the streets that are sleeping on the sidewalks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Believe it or not, they can use parasites, yes, to control a population. You know, we have a lot of parasites here with a lot of the food and stuff being exported. Yes, it's coming in on that. But understand the devious nature, the deviousness of all of that. Parasites do get in your system and they do control. They do. They integrate with you, and that's how they know what you're thinking. They'll make you crave sweets. They'll make you do all kinds of stuff. They're very intelligent. Remember that everything is looking to exist. Everything is looking to experience life. And your body is a universe to something like a parasite, or to something tiny, microscopic. And within that microscopic, whatever you want to call it, that's its own universe too. So everything is a universe unto itself, but everything is looking to exist. Everything is looking to experience life, and it will experience life in whatever way it needs to experience life.
Indubitably. That is some real talk. That's some real talk. I like how she said that everything will experience life and it's experience life. Because that's what life is, an experience. Don't forget it, y'all. Cherish that shit. It's called a present for a reason. Live in the present. You could think about the past, but you can only think about it for learning purposes. Don't dwell. You know what I'm saying? There's a deep well in the past. You don't want to get stuck in that shit. And the future is just but a dream. You know what I'm saying? We gotta dream that in order for that to happen. That's manifestation right there. Y'all know? Y'all know. Yeah. That's how it is though. Yeah. On to the next.
I realized immediately, as soon as I knew we made light in us, I had to look for the target of the light. And then I found the target. It was POMC. POMC is where melanin's made from. POMC is a gene that only gets translated from UV light. And then I said, okay, this makes sense. Fritz Popp found that every single living cell emits ultra-weak biophotons in the UV light. Biology's making UV light. That means it's not toxic. That means it's being used for optical photonic signaling that we don't know about. And then I read The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. I said, yeah, the dude said he went up to the top of the mountain in the cold and he got tan. I went back to the neurosurgery library and I found this crazy pathway. It's called the leptin-melanocortin pathway. And I went down that rabbit hole. You know, I started finding UVA detectors on our cornea and our skin. I never learned that in medical school. When I saw that, I'm like, there's a story here that hasn't been told. Light is the biggest part of the story because we're creating light and we absorb light and we have all these proteins in us that are chromophore proteins. I said, God or evolution wouldn't have done this if it wasn't important.
That's very miraculous right there. I didn't know that. We make UV light inside our bodies. Learn something new every day, I guess.
I'm almost 100% sure that they taught us that blood was blue inside the body until it hits oxygen and then it turns red. And I just saw a video of a 6th grade teacher talking about why do her 6th graders think that blood is blue. And my first thought was, how do you, as a teacher, not know that blood is blue until it hits oxygen? And then I looked it up, and apparently that was never true. So now I'm wondering, because I could have sworn they taught us this in schools. Like, I don't even know if this is a Mandela effect or if this is just like misinformation completely, or if they are like they just lied to it. Wait, who else thinks that blood is blue? Actually, let me ask my husband. Hold on. Wait. Babe, when your blood is inside your body, what color is it?
Blue.
See, it's not okay. So apparently that's never been true. Like, blood has always been red. That's just a myth.
It's only red when it's turned
when it hits oxygen. Thank you. Okay, so apparently that's just a myth. So I literally just, I feel like they taught us this in schools, but my mom's also in the medical field and also taught me this. Like, this is gonna, what the hell?
What the helly? They taught us that too. I don't know why she would assume otherwise. I guess that's what AI is trying to teach us now, you guys. Watch out what AI is teaching your kids.
X tried to tell you. He put healing frequencies in his music. He was trying to tell you about this, but you didn't listen. You better save this video because nobody has ever told you this before. Look at the difference between 432 and 440. This is the A note. Look at the difference. Disruptive and peaceful. And in 1953, they changed the standard A note from 432 to 440. To disrupt you. But I bet you don't know this. You know his song F Love with Trippie Redd? That song has the frequency throughout the entire song to heal your root chakra. And he put healing frequencies in all of his music. So in order to do this, I make the beats for my music, right? I literally pitch and tune the beat so that the main note is a healing frequency throughout the entire song. And this song Drop by Kato Kato has the frequency throughout the entire song. This song will heal your root chakra. Pay attention to how you feel. You can literally hear the frequency throughout the entire song on this. This song Drop will heal your root chakra. This song will heal your sacral chakra. And these two right here, High Off Life and Dreams, are 432 hertz. I've been trying to tell you guys about this stuff, Kato Kato music. I'm telling you, nobody else knows about this stuff. Nobody does. Pay attention to how you feel when you listen to these songs. Do it.
DJ, we need to get you on 432 hertz beats for us. You know what I'm saying? We need some of them good medications. You know what I mean? Because that's what we try to roll like that. That would be nice. Try to roll this thing back so it stops getting in the way. Yeah. Get them beats going. Alright, we need to start wearing some good shit, y'all. So I've been trying that out lately. Oh, nice. Very nice. Start wearing these different fabrics, y'all. Don't mix them. Please don't mix them. Please don't. Say, yeah, we're gonna have to listen to the new stuff. You should come up here so you can premiere it. You know what I'm saying? Since you play it, it's different.
First hour after waking,
Your brain is in theta wave state, most programmable. What you do now sets your neural patterns for the day. Check phone? You just trained reactive anxiety. Scroll social media. You programmed comparison thinking. Instead, hydrate, 5-minute meditation, move your body, set intention. You're not being productive. You're literally programming your brain's operating system for the next 16 hours. First hour determines the day. Choose carefully.
Choose wisely. Manifest the rest.
First hour after waking, your brain is in theta wave state, most programmable. What you do now sets your neural patterns for the day. Check phone? You just trained reactive anxiety. Scroll social media.
Everyone's waking up. The whole planet's awakening. There is a huge shift of consciousness happening on the planet. Whether you're aware of it or not, I started waking up realizing governments were corrupt.
The reason why they show us this stuff. It's because our society is dead. Or is it renewing into something else? It's probably cocooning right now, I guess you could say. Our society is cocooning. What will emerge, hopefully take us flight. You know what I'm saying? Take us in the right direction.
Everyone's waking up. The whole planet's awakening. There is a huge shift of consciousness happening on the planet. Whether you're aware of it or not, I started waking up realizing.
All right. This is from the Temple of Warriors in Chichen Itza. It cost me $600 to get this book. Why did it cost me $600 to get this book and they had to take it from the Smithsonian vault? This is showing a race of people in Mexico, all right, who are arresting the people who call themselves natives today. They put a special paint on these people so that they could recognize them, and these bars on their bodies in paint gave rise to the symbolism of a prisoner wearing bars, the barred uniform. So these people who are pale are calling themselves Mayans, and these right here are the Olmec Mayans or the sheep. All right? And so our identity here has been stolen. There was no slave trade yet in Chichen Itza when these were being made. Slavery came thousands of years later. How did these black people get here? How did they get here?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody actually know? I kind of do, but I don't want to say nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Yo, 840, what up? Want to come up, doggy? Come up, homie. Know what it is? Cheers in the building. All day. Forgot so short play.
True knowledge comes from within. It is written that when the soul is ready, it will ascend to the higher realms where the divine wisdom is stored. The initiate learns to see beyond the physical and into the spiritual truths that govern the cosmos.
No esoteric fact right there, you know what I'm saying?
You must remember that, you know, one of the most terrible crimes in the history of mankind took place in this country. For close to 350 years, black people were murdered, raped, hung, and forced to work for no money for not for a year, not for 3 years, not for 10 years, not for 50 years, but for 350 years. That's a long, long time, and that debt has not been paid.
Man, oh man, oh man. We just trying to figure out when we gonna get some of the reparations. You know what I'm saying? Those fucking land, little something, something. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to have me some motherfucking nice little land plot. Have me somewhere to lay up, build up some shit. That'd be nice. Place to call home instead of renting an apartment. Place for the kids to grow up. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want.
You know what's worse than a hater? A dry hater. A person that's in position. Financially, they may be better than you. They may have more clothes than you, foreign clothes. They may have cars, houses. They may even be in a position that can help you, but they don't. You want to know why? Because they can't use you or reap the benefits from you. So what do? They dry hate on you. They tell people not to work with you. They tell people not to be a part of you because they're afraid of you. They know that your craft is better than theirs, but they don't want to see you at the top though. They don't want to give out a lending hand. Those people are dangerous. It's more dry haters than it is haters. Be careful.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Said if YouTube was up to them, we would never get reparations. Hey, what's UT? I'm a little lost. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Hugging a tree can literally recharge your nervous system, not metaphorically, but biologically, electromagnetically, and energetically. When you hold a tree, you're connecting with one of nature's most stable living systems. Trees are deeply rooted in the earth, constantly channeling electrons upward while absorbing sunlight, water, and the subtle charge of the atmosphere. Your body, made of water and minerals, begins to harmonize with that current. Your heartbeat slows, cortisol levels drop, and your nervous system shifts from fight or flight into a calm, parasympathetic state. In that moment, your electromagnetic field, the one radiating from your heart, becomes more coherent, more expansive, and more magnetic. Studies show that trees release natural compounds called phytoncides that boost immunity and reduce stress hormones. But beyond biology, something deeper takes place. Your energy field aligns with an ancient rhythm, older than civilization itself. People feel your presence more clearly. You feel more alive. This isn't fantasy or wishful thinking. It's physics, breath, biology, and grounding. So, when your energy feels off balance, reach for something ancient. Touch a tree.
Like that. Shit, if you can, look for the ones that are growing above the ground. They're like half in the ground. Well, they're in the ground, but look like they're coming out of the ground from sideways and shit. Those are the ancients. They're buried.
Things humans should never have.
I'm just saying, man. That right there, that's some good shit right there, man. Some good shit. See how the motherfuckers so smart. You know what I'm saying?
What if the real reason you feel drained isn't because you're doing too much, but because you're doing someone else's emotional work for them? Energy isn't just about how tired your body feels. It's also about how much emotion your mind is carrying. Every time you interact with someone, your nervous systems communicate beneath the surface. In neuroscience, this is called co-regulation, the way two people's brains and bodies synchronize emotionally. In healthy relationships, this works like balance. When one person feels anxious, the other's calmness helps both return to stability. But when someone avoids dealing with their own emotions, they start depending on others to manage those feelings for them. Instead of calming themselves down, they use your empathy, attention, or reassurance as emotional fuel. Over time, this becomes draining. Your brain, which has a limited amount of emotional energy, gets overloaded. Your mirror neurons, the cells that help you feel what others feel, start mirroring their stress. Your prefrontal cortex, which helps with clear thinking and setting boundaries, tires out faster. And your body begins releasing too much cortisol, the hormone linked to stress and burnout. This is why you start feeling exhausted, even when you haven't done much physically. It's not your body that's tired, it's your nervous system. The truth is, emotional responsibility can't be shared. You can care for someone deeply without carrying their unresolved pain. When you constantly comfort, explain, or fix what another person refuses to face, it may feel like love, but it slowly drains your own energy and prevents them from growing. Real kindness doesn't mean rescuing someone from their emotions. It means giving them space to face them. That's where boundaries come in. Boundaries aren't barriers that shut people out. They're filters that protect your emotional balance. They allow your energy to flow where it creates connection instead of depletion. Psychologists call this the difference between attunement and absorption. Attunement means feeling alongside someone, while absorption means feeling for them. The first creates healthy connection. The second leads to emotional dependency. The principle is that you can't heal for someone else, and you can't give your best when you're running on empty. Protect your inner balance. The people who belong in your peace will do their own work to meet you there.
Yeah, now everybody is gonna bring you peace. Sometimes they want to destroy yours. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're sent to destroy yours.
Scorpio, the backbiter. Judas is a backbiter. So Scorpio, because the scorpion doesn't bite with his front claws, he bites with his back. And when you get bitten by a scorpion and you notice the bruise, it looks like a kiss, a human kiss, two lips. That's why Jesus is betrayed with a kiss. There's a reason why every detail is in the Bible. You must look here. And isn't it interesting that the scorpion should be there to bite the sun and betray the sun? Sub-ether is the world in which we live, but we come from that world and we go back to this world. You need to know this science and not be tricked by the literal story, because the literal story will not save you. Salvation means waking up. We need to wake up.
Jen, yo, what you mean that messed up your hip? What's going on? What, what did you do? You sending them prayers though, for real, for real. Hope you get better, sis. Hope you get better.
Trump is a fucking savage.
Why not just ask for a declaration of war?
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead.
That's why I fucking love Trump. Just right there. What he just said right there. Standing on fucking business, you know what I mean? I want them dead. Bringing that mafia energy, you know what I'm saying? Bringing that big boss hog energy, dog. And liberals are just too soft for that shit. So go and eat your fucking tofu and ginger salad. Put fucking vegan cheese on your Incrediburger. season up your fucking 3D printed steak, put on your faux leather fucking boots, and get to fucking stepping in them bitches, because that's what they were made to do. There's a new fucking sheriff, and he goes by the name of fucking Donald Trump, bitch.
Damn, man. What you doing with a heavy ass dog like that? Usually you guys walk around with little Yorkies and shit. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about. Whose dog was it? That's a fucked up predicament.
Now, they're not even trying to conceal it anymore. The owners of the country they got their election. They said, we're going to get this election. We put you people in that court for a reason.
Right,
Now's the time to pay
earth
us.
for you now.
Yeah, forget all that stupid, will you? They're out in the open. They're openly driving the bus, and we're all in the back.
There is no national conspiracy to buy elections and control America. Now talk about back to earth. Conspiracy, but
you don't need a formal conspiracy. Right. When interests converge, these people went to the same universities and fraternities. They're on the same boards of directors. They're in the same country clubs. They have like interests. They don't need to call a meeting. They know what's good for them, and they're getting it. And there used to be 7 oil companies. There are now 3. It will soon be 2. The things that matter in this country have been reduced in choice. There are 2 political parties. There are a handful of insurance companies. There are about 6 or 7 information things. But if you want a bagel, there are 23 flavors, because you have the illusion. You have the illusion of choice. Right. You don't get the real important choice. There's no freedom of choice.
Yeah, it's just an illusion. So it's always an Uncle Ruckus. So he's bigger than me when he stands on his hinds. Yeah. See, you're not supposed to have a dog that's the same size or bigger. You know what I'm saying? There's a weight differentiation that you have to calibrate for. You know what I'm saying? Get a medium dog. Don't get a large dog. You get a small dog. Don't get an XXL large dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You're petite. You get a petite dog. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bigger dog than you, who's really the dog in the situation? You know what I'm saying? Because you have to clean up behind this dude. Oh no, see, they get big. You gotta remember, Jen, it's like Clifford the Big Red Dog. You show the nigga love, nigga gonna get big. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's God made us that way.
When you gotta activate your Merkaba, you don't have to go to sleep to project your spirit anywhere. The astral projection is based around you going deep within yourself, leaving your soul in your avatar, and projecting your spirit outward to travel other places in the astral and quantum realms. Okay? But when you learn how to activate the Merkaba, which is your ancient original technology, it's around you. That's where the Vitruvian man come from. You see, this luminous being, that which you are, is sitting right here. So this is how you look when you in your meditative state. That Merkaba is around you. When you stand it up, the Merkaba is still around you. But in order to activate your Merkaba, you have to sit in it, like you would sit in your car. And for you to travel within it, you have to be in a sitting stance, in a sitting posture. That's why the lotus, you got all type of the lotus pose, right? That's one of the best poses to use to activate your Merkaba. All right? It's a hard pose to learn, though. It's tough because you're not used to having your ligaments in those positions, right? Especially with all the fluoride and stuff they put in our water and the food that they give us. You feel me? When we travel, we back into the dark matter energy, nigga. I ain't come to fuck around today, so I'm gonna let you know what this really means. Cause too long, just sit in niggas' faces and niggas don't even know. But the energy is here now, all right? They are finna crash this grid, all right? When
they crash this grid, when they crash, and they will, you know what I'm saying, they will. When they crash this grid, y'all, get you some walkie-talkies, you know what I'm saying, little hammies, CB radio, something. Had to make a snack. I'm back. Yeah, you supposed to make the tea and the snack at the same time, Angela. Yeah, pray for Jen. She had fell, hurt her hip. Her doggy seen a little sock toy and shit. Decided to go get it. Found out it was a corgi and not a sock toy. So he still tried to rip the stuffing out, but it's all right. She shall prevail.
The Hebrews are not lost. They are scattered, renamed, and hidden in plain sight. The word itself means those who crossed over, and their crossings never ended. From the banks of the Nile to the mounds of Mississippi, from Axum in Ethiopia to the Maroon Hills of Jamaica, the covenant flame has traveled through generations of exile, bondage, and reclassification. In Africa, Ethiopia guards the Ark, Nigeria and Ghana keep ancient Hebrew customs, and the Congo drums echo temple rhythms. In the Americas, the Choctaw, Yamasee, Powhatan, and other mound-building nations carried the same covenant until they were renamed Negro or Indian. In the Caribbean, the Garifuna and Maroon people kept the fire alive in song, circle, and rebellion. Even in South America, traces of Hebrew law and spirit flow in hidden communities. Today, the Hebrews live under many names: Black, Indigenous, African American, Caribbean. But the blood of the covenant and the spark of the fire remain. The prophecy of the last days is not destruction, but remembrance. The scattered flame keepers rising, reconnecting, and reclaiming their true identity. The Hebrews are you, me, us. The only sin is forgetting. The awakening has already begun.
Awakening has begun. What awakening is here? For those who ain't woke, they will have a disturbing little time when they do, because I know it's a jar, little discomfort and shit. People don't realize a lot of shit's happening. Shit continues to happen. Shit might continue to happen if you don't change the directory we're going. You know what I'm saying? Or trajectory, I should say. But the directory is what we need to work on. To Angela, as a kid and an adult, I asked for PBJ with no J. Wasn't smart enough to just say, hold on, a peanut butter sandwich. Hey, you gotta get a peanut butter toast. You don't get peanut butter sandwich, you get peanut butter toast. You know what I'm saying? Because I like toasted. Tastes better that way. Tastes better that way.
I'll just point out the irony in Democrats holding the government and the American public hostage over a healthcare system that they created. The healthcare system was called Obamacare. Why? Because Democrats and President Obama implemented. And Republicans have always said it's a broken system, yes, but they caused it, and now they want to shut down the government to fix it. We need to open the government, and then we can have these very important conversations about health care.
It's wild. It's crazy. I think now the Democrats have even gotten to the point where they don't even listen to themselves speak. They're not even listening to the words coming out of their mouths when they're talking, because really, if we want to break it down in simplest form, they're talking out of their ass. They're lying, not even through their teeth anymore. And, you know, probably the worst one of it all being the East Wing ballroom coming out of taxpayer money, which is a complete and total farce. So there's that. Gavin Newsom, he's just got a hard-on for President Trump versus actually perhaps maybe just considering for a second being a better governor to the people that he serves. If he even wants to have a chance at running for president, people aren't going to forget, and they're not going to want to vote to have that shit happen to him again. One of the other things that we may talk about in a future video is the chaos, the shakedown happening with the NBA. But if you guys want that, leave a comment, say NBA. We'll make a separate video so we don't get too mixed up or make this video too long. If you want more of that, a specific video, type NBA in the chat. But there's some good news, because it appears as though as we are inching our way towards perhaps maybe term limits, redistricting, say goodbye to Chuck Schumer, but also say goodbye. And this one, I'm not even really sure which video this really fits into, but I thought, why not share it? Because I want to make sure you guys are in the know, well connected and informed and ready and prepared, saving you money by not losing it, by not having it taken away, stolen from you in one of these scams.
Things save a little pocket change. Fortunately, I gotta pay cash boogie. Said, but when mom gets them because of her retirement, I'm more worried about her, but I will help her. Yeah, that's who I was lending my that's who I was buying shit for it too. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, but yeah. Who's the one person in the chat that has not hit the like? Yeah, for real. 12 here, 11 like. Come on. What y'all doing? You don't like it? Hey, even if you drop a thumbs down, that's good too. You know what I'm saying? Just means there's some people participating. You don't like what you see? It's alright. Keep moving. But hey. Yeah, man. Somebody heard y'all because the likes are good now. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. He said, hell no, Jen, I ain't say that. Hey, these are just predictions. These ain't even like real talk. Just know that that's just what they assume is going to happen. We don't know. People ain't looking into the future like that. Not like we got a looking glass, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, if it is a desert, it must have been underwater at some point, no? Maybe. Maybe so. You never know. That's how I usually seen it. The wild places was desert. Hey, who knows what it's gonna be now?
So,
Got a lot of people out there hiding their ankle monitors, huh? Is that a new trend? This one's some killer. They knocking boots for real. Little kids. That's why they under that supervision. But yeah, again, that just desserts. Come up in however you want to call it.
Now, they're not even trying to conceal it anymore. The owners of the country they got their election. They said, we're going to get this election. We put you people in that court for a reason.
right,
Now's the
back
time
to
pay
earth
us.
for you now.
Yeah, forget all that stupid, will you? They're out in the open. They're openly driving the bus, and we're all in the back.
There is no national conspiracy to buy elections and control America. Now
Talk about back to earth.
Conspiracy, but
you don't need a formal conspiracy when interests converge. These people went to the same universities and fraternities. They're on the same boards of directors. They're in the same country clubs. They have like interests. They don't need to call a meeting. They know what's good for them.
It's a
they're getting it. And there used to be 7 oil companies. There are now 3. It will soon be 2. The things that matter in this country have been reduced in choice. There are 2 political parties. There are a handful of insurance companies. There are about 6 or 7 information things. But if you want a bagel, there are 23 flavors because you have the illusion. You have the illusion of choice. Right. You don't get the real important choice. There's no freedom of choice.
Hey, so Jen, you still going to work, or how's you getting around? What's going on with that? Is you like in the hospital bed? Like, what's the whole ordeal going on with that?
Imagine you pray to God about the person you want to become. You say, God, I want to be courageous. And God replies, then I will give you monsters that will terrify you so you can conquer them. You say, God, I want to be patient. And God replies, then I will make you work harder and longer, and nothing will come easy to you. You say, God, I want to be wise. And so God says, then I will give you failures that will crush your spirit, so you can learn the value of judgment. You say, God, that sounds like a hard life. Can you just give me a good life? And God replies, just like we measure the quality of a blacksmith by the strength of his steel, I measure you by what you are at the end, not by the fire and hammer it took to make you. This very principle is why the Apostle James wrote, let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. You see, a good life isn't an easy life. A good life makes you into a good person. And that my child comes from a hard life. So the message here is it's about who we become doing the work, more than it is the outcome of the work itself. God's works work on you more than you work on them. That means all works for God are for profit. Even if the thing we work on gets destroyed, even if you go bankrupt, even if that relationship fails, the work you did is eternal. If you agree with me, drop 100 in the comments and follow me for more.
I was one of those kids that I wanted to be benevolent, courageous, actually stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to be wise. Dude, I got all that shit that he just said too. That's what's fucked up. But the same difference is, I know a lot better. I know now. Wish I knew back then. I knew a lot, but I didn't know what shit I know now. I knew a lot, but I did not know the shit I know now. The difference is, I could have applied a lot better. Pressure was already there. I just didn't put it. You know what I'm saying? Gem was already in creation. I just didn't see the manifestation. But in the same sense, I knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I got to.
It doesn't take a genius to figure this out. The sun above your head is Helios. You say, hello, and how's your health, and help, and it's true, you live in hell. It's called an ice cream sundae for a reason, because it's just another cold day in hell for you. We're the Holy Grail, eternal life, passage into the Garden of Eden, is literally right over there at the end of every compass. It's a flat earth plane, and at the very center is the Holy Grail, where you will drink from the living waters and get eternal life, passage into the Garden of Eden, and your way out of the Matrix. An atheist is anybody who thinks they're on a ball floating through space as an accident right now. Anybody who thinks they evolved from a monkey right now. Anybody who believes in the official narrative is an atheist for sure. So, let's just lay out the facts. Every compass right now on the flat earth plane is pointing to the Holy Grail, where you get everlasting life.
And that's real talk too. I always wanted to go to North Pole. You know what I'm saying? Because ever since that Angelina Jolie movie, The Cradle of Life. I was like, man, there has to be something there. There has to be something there. Fountain of Youth, something. Something's gotta be rocking over there and shit. But they don't ever want to see it. They don't want to show us the Rufus Negro or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They quit showing us that the other four land masses were there. They quit showing us everything. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Fucking bitches. Hate the government.
It doesn't take a genius to figure this out. The sun above your head is Helios. You say, hello.
This woman, that's right. This woman is a winner. So, you know, we've become very close friends all of a sudden because their stock market today and our stock market today hit an all-time high. That means we're doing something right. But the cherished alliance between the United States and Japan is one of the most remarkable relationships in the entire world. Really, there's never been anything like it. Born out of the ashes of a terrible war, our bond has grown over 8 decades into the beautiful friendship that we have. It's a foundation of peace and security in the Pacific. You see it? So on behalf of all American sailors stationed in this beautiful country, let's hear it for our allies and the Japanese self-defense forces and all of the Japanese people that we love and respect. And I have such respect for Japan and the country. And now I have a really great respect for the new and incredible Prime Minister. And I have to say this, the first female Prime Minister in the history of Japan. Madam Prime Minister.
Well, I'll be Red Tide Trump making some moves there. Get it,
Will
man.
Smith is a twat.
Oh,
And
I liked him.
Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night. That he's really an asshole. But I wasn't allowed to say anything at that time because we were part of the committee that was supposed to punish him.
And how do you punish him?
Wow, wait. Just back up a second. Hang on.
I want to know
Will
what the punishment
Smith is like, for me, when I met him, right, I always say.
Like the nicest,
yes,
most wonderful. He's a
yeah.
liar. Complete, utter fraud. Will is a douchebag, and that's something that you can't. The thing is, that's how politically correct the Academy is.
Right.
That they were so cowardly. Because if I would have done that, they would have been hauled out to prison. But because like they were so worried about being, racist, violence is what it is, and what the color of your skin or your religion doesn't matter.
Sure.
If you commit a crime in front of other people, you get hauled out of there.
Yeah, but didn't you also sort of think, oh, he's standing up for his missus? You didn't like that?
It doesn't matter. You can't hit another dude.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I always thought it was suspicious that this dude didn't get no jail time. Didn't hear nothing about it. And I'm like, is this a humiliation ritual for Chris Rock? Could be. I know it was for Jada.
You are nature, and nature is you. You are everything, and everything is you. Everything comes from you. Understand this divine fact. This is an esoterical, cosmic, quantum physical, and metaphysical fact. All right? And I entered this lesson on perfect peace, meaning not stillness, but peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation because we are ascending. The 500-year invasion is over. Our DNA is being unlocked daily. Remember who you are. All right? Now we rise. You are nature, and nature is you. You are everything, and everything is you. Everything comes from
Conscious rise.
I believe there is one thing that is the killer of all relationships, and once it shows up, it almost never allows the relationship to be salvaged. It's not money, it's not cheating, it's not in-laws, it's far worse. So I'm going to invite you to listen with your ears and not with your triggers, because whether you know it or not, you've probably done this, you've probably had it done to you, and you probably don't even realize it. The killer is contempt. Even though I do have a PhD and my own opinions, this isn't just my perspective. This comes straight out of the longest running study on couples relationships from the Gottman Institute. And the research is clear. Contempt is the single strongest predictor of divorce. I call contempt corrosive because just like rust on metal, it doesn't take the structure down in one day. It doesn't make a big scene at first. It quietly eats away, comment by comment, sigh by sigh, eye roll by eye roll, until the holes are too big to
Contempt is the sandbag of the relationship. Nobody wants to drag that shit along, and everybody's waiting to cut it loose. Let's be smart about shit when we doing shit. Y'all move right.
They said it would never happen. They laughed when Trump said that he would abolish the IRS. But here we are, October 2025, and folks, it is actually happening. Phase 1 was cutting their funding. Phase 2, shutting it down from the inside. The IRS is collapsing, 25,000 employees gone, programs frozen, audits canceled, while Trump's new tariff revolution is bringing in record money from foreign nations. And that's the part that they don't want you to know. Because for decades, the IRS didn't just collect your taxes, the IRS controlled you. Your paycheck, your business, your bank account, they owned it all. But now the power is slipping away. And the same global elites who thought that they would own America forever are in full-blown panic mode. Trump's one big beautiful bill is rewriting the entire tax code, flipping the system upside down. No more taxing your overtime, no more taxing your tips. And if phase 3 rolls out the way that insiders are saying that it will, you might be looking at the beginning of the end of income tax as we know it. So buckle up, guys, because in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how President Trump's IRS shutdown just hit phase 2, why tariff revenue is exploding today, and why Washington insiders are terrified that for the first time in 100 years, the money is flowing back into the American people. Guys, this is not hype. This is history in the making, and it's unfolding right now. Hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go ahead and break it down. So here's where it gets wild. President Trump's IRS shutdown plan just moved into phase 2, and Washington, D.C. is absolutely losing its ever-loving mind. 25,000 IRS employees gone. Entire audit programs frozen. Regional offices shuttered. And if you think that's an exaggeration, think about it. The budget for the IRS has been slashed so deeply that even internal memos are calling it an operational reset. What President Trump promised on the campaign trail, abolish the IRS, that's not a soundbite anymore, okay? This is policy in motion, and you can feel the panic that's rippling through the deep state today. The bureaucrats who built their careers controlling the American taxpayer, they're suddenly watching their empire collapse in real time. You see, phase 1 was the setup. Cut the spending, work with the Doge team, cut the head count, expose the waste. But phase 2, that is the kill switch, shifting the entire tax foundation from your paycheck and onto foreign imports. Now, the best part, President Trump's not doing this quietly. He's taunting them with receipts, literally showing the public how America is collecting more money than ever without even touching your income. Yeah, folks, it is happening faster than Washington ever expected. And I guess we may actually have Elon Musk and the Doge team, the Department of Government Efficiency, to thank. Now, here's the genius behind it, okay? For decades, Americans were told, you work, you earn, you pay. That was the system. But President Trump just flipped the game. He called it the External Revenue Service. The idea that foreign nations, not American workers, should fund our government through tariffs and trade balances. And guess what? In 2025 alone, the U.S. is on track to rake in nearly $300 billion in tariff revenue. This is the highest in our nation's history. China, Mexico, the EU, they...
I mean, if you think about, if we don't have to pay taxes, that's more money in our check. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't know. I guess you gotta buy your own medical, dental. So yeah, should be worrying about what you eat anyways. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should be focused on: food, growing real shit, eating real food.
Did you know?
On a yellow dress, and she's gonna catch eyes just off yellow, off the color. I could put on a yellow suit. I'm gonna catch your eye. You like that? Color in itself is vibration. Color in itself is frequency.
Just y'all looking at this, I'm affecting y'all solar plexus. Yellow candle burning, yellow bowl, citrine crystal, you know? Relaxing, take deep breaths. All the worries, all the anger, all the emotions, all of life in society's stereotypes, just let it go. In this moment, and just suspend your soul in this moment right here. Just be in the presence right now and focus on that vibration you feel. Focus on these colors you see dropping. All that yellow, all that solar plexus energy vibration. You see? You feel it? Just be. Don't try to think, just focus on the sound. Just let the sound absorb you.
Hey, Pop. Ain't no lie. What's up? I always be seeing you decline blunts when people try to patch you something or try to offer you some weed. Why do you do that?
What you mean why I do it?
Is it because of God? Like,
Did I used to smoke?
I mean, yeah.
And then I stopped?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm saying, like, you doing it because of God? Like,
Yeah, I'm doing it because of God.
But why?
Why not?
I mean, ain't the weed come from the ground? God made weed.
God made poison ivy too. You see people smoking poison ivy? God made parsley. I ain't never seen nobody roll up no parsley. I ain't never seen no nigga have no backwood or parsley and poison ivy and some basil and some thyme and roll that up and smoke it. Why ain't smoking that? I mean, damn, I thought God made it.
God made that from the earth.
Why you ain't smoking that? I know, because you don't see your oppressor smoke it. That's why. You smoke whatever they smoke. You know, the oppressor was the first hippie, and then you start to get high. The Bible does say that the things that come from the earth are good to be used, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be used properly. You're using them improper. You're abusing them. Let me show you what the Bible does say about medicine. Ain't nothing wrong with, go to Ecclesiasticus 38. Ain't nothing wrong with using medicine. It's just how you use medicine. Our people absolutely need medicine. But you know, when you smoke and you cough, you know what we say, you know, people say, man, when they start coughing, what they say about the weed?
John hitting.
Man, that's fire. Your body's rejecting it. That means it's not good for you. You're coughing. When you light that weed up, you're changing the chemical balance of the weed. So if you want to use it for your joints, why don't you use the oil? You know what I mean? Why don't you, take it like a pill? You won't do that because, I ain't never seen nobody roll up no Tylenol.
Right.
When they got a headache, they ain't crushing up the Tylenol and putting it in the blunt. Let me tell you what you're doing. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord hath created him.
The Lord made doctors to create medicine. So there's nothing wrong with medicine that you get from a doctor. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
The problem is you're abhorring the medicine. You're abusing them. That's what you're doing when you smoke weed. It's changing the chemical balance. It's not the same thing anymore. You're destroying yourself. There's no difference from a weed head and a crackhead.
Right.
There's no difference. It's the same exact thing. You got the same withdrawals. You keep telling yourself, I can put this weed down whenever I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Try to put it down for 2 weeks and watch how you beat your wife behind, you beat your kids. Watch how you have withdrawals. See what type of behavior you have when you try to put that weed down. That weed is aggressive. And that weed these people smoking nowadays is way more aggressive than the weed we used to have back in the day. Y'all really smoking crack.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they putting fentanyl in it. You can't tell because it's the same damn thing. Fentanyl is medicine. What else is medicine?
Morphine.
Morphine? What is that?
It's a heroin.
Yeah, heroin. What else? What else is medicine?
Soxin, which is methamphetamine.
That's medicine.
Yeah.
But all of that on the street is being abused because it's not being given by a doctor. Because what a doctor gives you is honorable. But you're getting it from the street pharmacist. That's not honorable. Now you're abhorring it. You're destroying yourself.
None of them using it even for medicinal reasons. They mostly just recreational.
Ain't nobody popping Tylenols all day for nothing. You gotta smoke to wake up, smoke to eat, smoke to have intercourse, smoke to go to sleep, smoke to after you eat, take a shower you smoke. That's abusing the medicine. That's why it's not good.
Hey, to me, it's better than smoking cigarettes. So the doctor looked at me crazy tonight because I refused a shot of morphine. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Did you tell her you got medicine at home? You got some marijuana? Some marijuana?
But you have been hypnotized. You are all Anunnaki gods and goddesses, man. You are Anunnaki if you have carbon in your skin. And you're down here. You're divided amongst yourself, though, right now. Many different names they've given you, but you're all Anunnaki. You must remember this. You must come together. You must remember this so that you can come together. See, y'all be thinking coming together is just Black Lives Matter, which has been infiltrated. No, that's just black people coming together. Or Latinos think coming together is just like brown power, like Puerto Rican power and shit like that, and Dominican love. And no, coming together is all the black people and all the Latino people coming together. That's coming together. And then real coming together on the next level is all the human beings realizing who they are and on the right side of the war they're supposed to be on. And coming together and serving us in this war. And all the human beings combined with the gods and goddesses to fuck up these Pleiadians and these reptilians. That's true coming together, all right? But if we can't get it to that level, we not dependent on no human beings. If we gotta eradicate them, we will. And I do know it's at least 1% of human beings is gonna ride with us in that war. But far as the majority, I can't vouch for them.
Hey, that's real shit too, Jim. Real shit too, Jim.
Hey, Pop.
I ain't gonna lie. What's up?
I always be seeing you decline blunts when people try to patch you something or...
You gotta be ready. Because when they come with the food shortage all the way, people gonna panic. Now what's gonna happen? This where your movie The Purge come from, y'all. They gonna try to do that too. Turn us just flat against each other. Anybody had an issue with anybody when that food shortage kick in? Anybody had an issue with anybody because it's gonna get so bad? Anybody ever had an issue with anybody? Y'all got 1-2 days to do y'all thing. Facts. That's how desperate. Why you think all these states, y'all, shit letting anybody get guns now? Y'all ain't paying attention to that neither. All these states starting to do open carry and making it less harder for no background check.
to go get weapons and shit. Y'all ain't paying attention to that too? Not to mention all the guns they dump in the communities already. They've been doing that for years. But I'm just saying, pay attention. They doing, see them, that's little news. They got everybody focused on the big news. You gotta pay attention. What's unraveling around you? And when a food shortage hit, you don't think people gonna come to your house or try to come to your house?
Niggas say come to my house if I got food short or if we got food shorts. So they can stand outside.
I know that it's within the university that's spreading the information, sharing the information, gravitating to it, remembering who you are. You're learning from somebody that's in a much younger vessel than you. And I appreciate you for that. That shows humility within you. All right, to my peers, those in their 20s, their 30s, 40s, 50s, that's a whole peer group right there. We represent the bridge of connecting the youth to the elders, which is a main thing that was taken from us in this divine unity, because we come from a source of unity. So the unity is our strength. We are more powerful together than we will ever be apart. So although that might sound cliche, you have to understand that on a spiritual level, all right? And us being divided, not amongst each other, but then against ourselves, is the reason how we were able to fall so far in frequency. Okay, so they hide a lot of our stories and things that could help you remember, like Marie Laveau, her stories like Queen Nanny, Simeon Toko. So we'll be revealing all these different stories just to show you how supreme you are, and that magic is a very real thing. We moving more and more into magic within the university because that was always part of the plan of the university. The first, expose to you the material things on the physical realm, and then take you to a higher form, which is to go deeper within your spiritual self. And it's a state in between where you can go so deep within your spiritual self while still in the physical avatar that you begin to break boundaries, you begin to crack the matrix, and you begin to bring astral energy into this one. And that's what they call magic. That's what they call when you are able to transmute energy or manifest situations and change or alter events because you are on such a high frequency. All right, so a lot of that has to do with us taking our power.
Wow, another shirt. He must heard me. That's funny as hell. That is funny as hell. No, I heard they stopped selling them in Illinois too. I think they stopped selling Newport menthol. They sell regular now. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm high as hell. I think my brother smokes Newports. I don't know.
Now it's time to share private messages. You know what's so funny to me is, I don't know, I feel like they are now steeped in psychology for toddlers. It's so obvious what's coming down the pipeline. The things, it's not appropriate to share private messages unless we do it. Unless we're up on stage talking about private conversations and making stuff up that definitely didn't happen. I mean, I think it was actually Pastor McCoy's speech. Charlie wanted me to lead the next movement. Charlie told me I'm America's pastor, he said. Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he called you America's pastor. And so, yeah, I will be doing whatever I want to do until the truth is told about what happened on 9/10. We should start with Josh Hammer, by the way, because he really has now become the king of defying no stereotypes. Where we last left off, obviously, he is now infamous for just being such a deceitful little creature. The text message exchange, Josh Hammer caught, hand in the cookie jar. I'm talking way in the cookie jar. No other way to say it, right? Charlie gets killed. He, on the same day, starts pushing his book. Charlie's last words were, buy my book, buy Josh Hammer's book. The night before, he never even flinched on Israel. He loved Israel so much. And then I just waited because we're fishing now. And I knew they would do this. I knew liars have to lie fast and first. And he did. He lied. He lied over and over and over again about his position on Israel. And when he got caught, you would think that he would have a shred of decency. You would think he would have a shred of humility. You would think he would apologize for lying about Charlie's position on Israel. But he didn't. He just sort of doubled down. He sort of Israeled down, if you will. And it sort of gave me an idea for a little miniseries, a little recurring miniseries that we'll probably have on this show. An HBO miniseries, by the way, executively produced by me.
I'd watch that. I'm not gonna lie. I would watch an HBO miniseries. You know what I'm saying? Now HBO on Cinema HD. It is as I say. Candace is growing on me. Hey, it's good. It's good. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, that was back then, and you ain't racist no more. Okay, then give us our fucking language back. You still know our language. Can we get our shit back? Can we get our shit back then? Can we get our shit back then since so much motherfucking change? Give us our shit back then. Right, and if a motherfucker ain't giving us shit back, y'all house Negroes can't tell me shit, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. If I don't see nobody giving us our language back, our land back, nigga, that mean we still at war. That mean they still think we they slaves, nigga. And we are not they slaves, nigga. And we a whole different generation, nigga, on my son, nigga. Let's get it busted in, bitch. Period, nigga. Run that shit with motherfuckers that don't know any better, nigga. I know what's going on, nigga. I know that we guys, nigga. I know that y'all got us still enslaved, nigga. And I'm saying I'm not honoring shit else because of it, nigga. Period, nigga. That's why, nigga. Ain't no justice. What lawyer gonna take that case then? Don't tell me that war is not the answer. Okay, well, I want to sue the... We want to sue the United States of America as a people. Who gonna take our case? I was my own lawyer. I'll be our lawyer. I know law. Okay, so who gonna take our case for breaking these constitutional rights? These amendments that they say that we have. How do we all... Who gonna take the case? Who's going to take the case? If ain't nobody gonna motherfucking take the case, nigga, when motherfuckers start dropping like flies around this bitch, I ain't trying to hear shit, nigga. Fuck you think this is, nigga? Well, who gonna take the case? Who gonna take the case then? Look, nigga, give me liberty or give me out this bitch for real. Cause death ain't real, but I'll tell you one motherfucking thing, nigga. Either you gonna give a motherfucker what we deserve back, nigga, or I won't be here that much longer, nigga. Or y'all ain't gonna be here that much. Somebody gonna have to leave this bitch, nigga. Either it's gonna be y'all, you reptilian motherfuckers, or it's gonna be me. Period, nigga. But we ain't gonna be down here together, nigga. That ain't gonna go like that, nigga. We gonna have to meet at the rim, G. All that old niggas wanna walk around, think they free. House niggas can suck my dick, nigga. Ain't never read the law, nigga. And I'm telling you, your goofy ass ain't free, nigga. And I'm free, he tripping, he on some pro-black shit. Get your soft bitch ass out of here, nigga. Get your soft bitch ass out of here. Go report the live on some shit like y'all always doing. Oh, house Negroes, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. But you'll be ready to square with the next black motherfucker in a jiffy. Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. Whole bitch, nigga, you a disgrace to your race, nigga. Fuck your name, you a disgrace to the race, nigga. We don't need your ass, nigga. You can leave this bitch. You don't even need a soul, nigga. You only need a spirit, cause you are unworthy of a soul, nigga. You are unworthy of a soul, nigga. If you ain't ready to stand up and fight for what's right, nigga, you are unworthy of a soul, nigga. Your bitch ass only need a spirit like them white motherfuckers, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, nigga.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason why they locked him up. There's definitely a reason why they locked him up. He was probably about to pop off. And they're like, you know what? You gotta stop. We gotta talk. You can't be doing this shit. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. Pay me. Give me my land. I need my property. I need my house. I want to build my little you know what I'm saying?
You
Plot.
want your land, you want your house, you better go fucking find that shit and fucking build a land somewhere, bro.
It's not find it, dude. You have to procure the
Want
rights
some
to the
land, you
land
want some
first.
house, you better go buy some land and do that shit,
That's
man.
what I'm
That's the only
saying.
way
You
that's gonna
gotta
work.
procure the land rights. You know what I'm saying? What you been
But the
on though,
way
bro?
this world works, bro, it's not gonna work like that, bro. Trust and believe. I mean, it'd be nice, but it's not gonna work like that, bro.
Yo,
Trust and believe that. That's
did
not the
you
way the
drop a
world
like in
works.
the chat before you came in?
Huh?
Did you drop a like in the chat before you came in?
Nah, I didn't even. How you drop a like on the chat, bro? Like, how?
Before you join, you have to put like go back to press the X button, and then you push the thumbs up, like where it shows you what it says for like the name of the show and shit, like what
All
I
right, hold
call
on. Let me come back. I'll do that. Hold on.
it. He's like, hold
Let's see
on.
what you talk about.
I said, get him, LOL. Said Vegas period still sell all smokes. Hey, look at in Illinois, it's like $10 a pack. So my brother said he gonna start rolling his own. I'm like, you should have been did that. You know what I'm saying? Get you little filters and shit for that shit. Get you some pipe tobacco. But yeah, just hit the X where it says the live chat messages, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't find it.
It's a pretty nice. I give you a like, okay? This is a pretty nice shit. Nah, but like I was saying, bro, like yeah, you can buy land and build your own shit there, bro. But it just people don't want to do that, bro. Like I'm just speaking facts and reality, bro. Like there's a lot of people out there that don't want to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers do not want to buy land and build their own property on that shit, bro. Like I can say there is a lot of people out there that want to do that, but personally, bro, motherfuckers do not got the money for this shit, bro. There ain't nobody gonna buy land unless you're rich.
Oh yeah. Hey, did you hit the thumbs up button? Is what I was talking about, not the like.
Yeah. I
It
did.
says I still got 13 instead of 14. I thought you would have hit it.
I did hit it, bro. I put the thumbs up on that bitch, and I dropped a heart in this motherfucker, bro. So what's going on? What's
Yeah,
going on,
but I think you pushed it in the bubble where you could push it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like I said, you have to press the X when you go up to where it says live stream chat. You know what I'm saying? You press the X button.
That's
That
what
way
I did.
it opens up to the live stream.
Yeah, and then the thumbs with the thumbs up. That's what I did, bro.
With the thumbs down and the share and the flag and all that shit. The clip.
Yeah, I give you a thumbs up. It'll turn blue.
Turn blue.
Yeah,
Why
it
is it
turned
still
blue.
white? Did somebody stop liking it? What the fuck?
I
God,
don't
come
know.
on, man.
It turned blue for
Come
me, but
on, man.
when I hit the like button,
Hey, I ain't gonna be
and
working
it said
tomorrow.
13 up there, bro. So it should be 14 now, bro. Cause I did say it did. I looked at it, bro. When it said 13 people liked the video type of shit, like your live shit, I did see that, and I popped and I hit the like button. This shit turned blue, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't know.
funny. It's funny like that.
Yeah, bro. It turned blue for me. I hit this shit, bro. Like I tapped and the shit turned blue.
I got more videos. So let's get it.
Well, looks like we found it. That's right, we found Atlantis. This 1503 map shows it, we've confirmed it, and had it translated. So, shoot, before I forget, real quick for TikTok, this is just for entertainment purposes only. We're just looking at a book and reading what we're seeing on the book and translating, and it's just our opinions, and it's just really just for entertainment purposes. That's it, TikTok. Thank you so much. Now that that's out of the way, sorry, I have to put that in there now. They don't like the stuff I'm showing. Wait till you see this stuff. Also, do me a favor, hit that like, follow, and share button if you love looking at old maps and the mysteries that we find. And we really appreciate and thank you for the support. And let's dive in. Let's check this out. So right here it says, I'm going to zoom in real, Atlanteum, which means the lands of Atlantis, or the island of Atlantis. I put it into ChatGPT and they even confirmed it, which doesn't happen often. Chat always tries to like blow stuff off. They actually did confirm it as well. So I don't know, thought that was kind of cool. My last map showed that also there was a map from the same guy, but I also found on this one shows actually all the heads, the 12 heads, which is like from the book of Enoch, but each one of these faces, it's almost like the cartoons you get from the drawings if you're going to the fair, right? But check out the expressions and all the faces and the names on them. They're really interesting. So you got this old guy right here, young kid, half asleep, old guy, jolly, laughing, whatever, something. Another old curly hair dude. And this one here, I don't know, creepy eye looking to me. I like that one. And then check this one out with the glasses, the old lady. See, I just thought this was interesting. And look at this guy here. And there's the mole. Details, the details are so cool. And then this one on this side, going over there, and then yeah, they put a pig nose on this one. Thought that was funny. Then you got this one you really can't see, just blowing right up top. And then that one, again, not seeing anything too crazy there with that, right? And this guy's a little creepy looking. And then back to the old dude. Anyways, I wanted to show you those. Thought those were pretty cool. And then we found, so we did find, I believe it's the Wall of China or Wall of whatever that they wrote. Oh, by the way, here's Hyperborea, Tataria, and then, I'm sorry I was going so fast, I should probably slow down and let you guys check everything out here. But yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. I'll let you guys kind of look through everything in here. If you find anything interesting, comment. Let me know what you find. Like all the names on here are a little bit different, right? But Europe is very interesting in how they put all the names. And then we'll go all the way over, right? Because this is this says right there, I'll circle it, Tataria Magna. So I'm sure all that writing up there says something about it. You can see where it says Tataria at the top there too. So this was all their land and during their thriving times. But they had the wall here. Look at that wall. See that wall going down? That's definitely a wall. Those other things are rivers there that you see drawn on it. It's the only thing I see out here that looks different, like a wall would be built, which it kind of lines up to where it should be at. If you look, you got India right here and everything else. But the crazy thing is I had that word right there translated. That word translated, that anthropophobia, that actually means man-eaters. Yeah. And then, so take the antro out and put the hippo right below there. Yeah, that one means horse eaters. Yeah, weirdness on both sides. I don't know, I thought this all was crazy. And then I found, where was it at? Down here, look at that. They're man-eaters down here too. Or cannibals or people eaters. I just thought this was so wild. I looked all over the map. Those are the only places I could find with that in there. But thought they were really, really interesting. Just a neat map. But the coolest part, obviously, is finding I mean, that is cool seeing the wall and those weirdnesses there, but I mean, other than that is seeing that they did notate that there was some type of Atlantis out there. We'll just go ahead and get it centered. How cool is that? Anyways, put in the comments what you think. And we really appreciate you watching and listening, and until next time.
I'm thinking those heads could have been like the wheeled things that were, you know what I'm saying, those little cherubim, not cherubim, but seraphim. So yeah, I don't know if that map was accurate though. It didn't look too accurate to me. I'm with you on that one, Angela. So I don't know what I was just looking at. That's funny. It was supposed to be an old time map, but it didn't look too old time to me. There was nothing on it depicting other than fucking somebody giving us a blowjob, which I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
The angels are real. I told you that. That's a cosmic thing. That's why in the Bible, when they told you it's angels at every corner of the earth, they meant that. But you've never been to the east. You've never been all the way to the east end of the planet. They got you in this little bowl with an ice wall around it. It got you thinking you on Earth. We got all them continents behind the ice wall of Antarctica, nigga, that you ain't never seen. We surrounded by 2 ice walls. Because it's one around us, and then it's laying on that side of the ice wall, and our other brothers and sisters that's on the other side of the ice wall, they got an ice wall around them too. And there's more of us on the other side of that one. That's our true planet map. And where we at, we on one landmass surrounded by water. That's why I told niggas, you ain't gotta fly nowhere to get to Africa. You can reach Spain on land. You can reach the Congo from right here in America with 3 motherfucking Ks, nigga. On foot, nigga, if you want to. You ain't gotta cross no water. Them the lives that keep you from the cosmic you. You the creator, you God. And you wanna walk around today with a motherfucking suit on with some bunny ears on your goddamn head talking about Jesus rose, nigga. He rose and did what? What has Jesus ever did for black people? Fuck, what you mean repent or go to hell? Nigga, we already in hell, nigga. I ain't gotta repent for shit. I ain't did shit. I just got here. Nigga, what y'all mean repent anyway? Nigga, we based on religion. We already, based on religion, we was born in sin. Nigga, how? We just got here, nigga. How the fuck the baby born in sin? The baby innocent. The baby the most innocent motherfucker in the hospital when he get here. How the fuck the baby born in sin? How much shit is this? And we accepted it. And you good house Negroes kill me. Good ass house Negroes. Y'all love y'all Master Sam. Yes, you do. Y'all love the house that Sam built over your shit. You better remember who the fuck you are, nigga, because you making us look bad when you moving anything less than a god or a goddess, and you got this neuromelanin. Boy, you give life to the sun, and you out here talking about some motherfucking the son of God. Get your ass out of here, nigga. Where he at? Where the nigga at? Where he at? He rose and did what? Nigga, we wasn't even in slavery. But if slavery was real, we need to be whipping Jesus' ass right now, nigga, because where the fuck was you at when niggas was on a tree like this?
I'm about to get my brother's ass.
Niggas was believing in Jesus then too. Oh, y'all must have forgot. They forced Jesus on us doing slavery, nigga. I ain't never seen Jesus motherfucking come down and do nothing for black people, nigga. And niggas want to walk around about today Jesus rose.
I give this motherfucker
and
fucking
did
nugget.
what? He could have kept his bitch ass asleep because he ain't never did shit for us. Fuck him. I'm not honoring no motherfucker that my great grandmama's mamas died waiting on some Jesus, nigga. I'm not stupid. Jesus ain't do shit for my mama. He ain't did shit for my grandmama. She 90 right now. He ain't do shit for her mama. Her mama's mamas. So what the fuck he rising for? You could have kept your bitch ass sleep, nigga, if you gonna rise and not do shit.
Damn. Sound like King's brother got him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got the weed bandit. But dang, you got a spam call answer? Yeah, I hope you did block him and delete it. Shit. Leave them people gone. Tell them, don't call me again. Stay out of my shit. God, yeah. I got one video left.
So remember how I said earlier in this speech that the farmers need to give up their farms before 2030, specifically that year? Yeah, so that's not a coincidence. That year doesn't come out of nowhere. So that year is basically the deadline that our global elites have given our country and will probably give you to abide by these new regulations. And that agenda is called the 2030 agenda. And now I have a slide showing you what that entails. So the 2030 agenda is a United Nations agenda. So there we go. Everybody is part of the United Nations, right? The entire world. And this agenda consists of 17 what they call sustainable development goals. And when you take a look at them right there, you're like, well, what's wrong with that? You know, they all seem very noble. No poverty, no hunger. Who could be against that? However, if we take a closer look at how they actually want to accomplish all of this, anybody with 2 functioning brain cells realizes that this cannot happen unless there is an active and maybe even forceful redistribution of goods, foods, property, and our rights, which basically comes down to the obliteration of all of our basic liberties and our rights. And these goals, as I said, are not restricted solely to the Netherlands. They are global. And that's where we see their true motive. The people behind this want to establish a one world government, a new world order in which they decide what we eat, when we eat, where we travel, when we travel, who we meet, and what we are allowed to spend our money on. Basically, control over every single aspect of our lives. And I'm sure that many of you have heard the famous sentence from Klaus Schwab, you know, where he says, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, right? Yeah, that's this agenda. So why are the people behind this agenda specifically targeting farmers? Well, it's because obviously they really want our way of life and the things that we eat to radically change. They don't want us to eat foods that make us strong. They want us to eat synthetic meat created by Bill Gates. They want us to eat bugs. They want us to drink soy milk so that we become weak and obedient, and we do as they say, and we buy what they offer.
Yeah, man, they want us to be on straight soy boy shit. What up, though, King? I heard you. I heard you say your brother pilfered your stash. Was I wrong?
Bro, I give this nigga a fucking. Yeah, nah, he wasn't wrong. No, I left this nigga a fucking nugget, bro. I look at my shit, bro. There's like 3 nuggets left in this bitch. I'm like, bro, I had way more than that, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, I be counting my nuggets before I go to work, bro. Like, I know. I fucking
Well,
want
you
to fucking.
supposed to. You ain't throwing that shit in your safe?
Nah, I forgot, bro, because I was smoking this morning, bro, and then I was already like mad stupid late, bro. That I just rushed, bro, and I just threw my shit right there, bro.
Yeah, you gotta stop waking up late, bro.
Bro, I woke up about 9:30 in the morning, bro, right? And I usually always wake up around like 8 something, bro, like to just to get a shower at 9 and get out the fucking crib. Bro, I left out of this bitch at fucking 12:30, bro. I didn't even get to work until like 1 fucking 55, bro. And I was supposed to be at work at 1 o'clock on the dot.
What are you doing fucking with that chicken head again, man?
No.
It's
And then I
you
was
was on
smoking,
some
bro.
booty
And
call
then after
shit,
that,
bro.
nah, I wasn't on that. And then I was smoking this morning, bro. And then I was moving some shit around, and I ended up knocking down one of my mom's plant, bro, which I know she was mad about because she had that shit for a long time since I was little. And I had to clean all the dirt up, bro, and all this shit, all the water fucking poured out of the shit, bro. I was so fucking mad, bro. Like, it wasn't my day today, bro. It wasn't my day, to be honest, bro. It was not my day today, bro.
Well, yeah, you're right, because you came in at the end.
Yeah,
So.
bro. Like, it wasn't my day today, bro. Like, it's like, yo, it's like the plants. I don't know, bro. It's something about the plants, bro. I think I knocked it down and I fucking probably pissed it off and I did something
Well,
to it.
yeah, you those things fucking like wired into the mainframe of the whole matrix, bro.
Yeah,
You
nah.
better burn some sage and shit and repent. You know what I'm saying?
It was an accident though. It wasn't like on purpose, bro. Like I was moving this shit around and I didn't even see this shit, bro. And I ended up knocking that shit down, bro. I'm like, fuck, bro. Then I had to call my mom and tell her, bro, because if I didn't tell her, she was gonna find out. So I just called her, bro. And I was
No,
like,
she
yo,
was
mom.
gonna see that shit anyways. Better you
Yeah,
told her and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. So I had to tell her anyways right there and then, bro. I just called her. I'm like, yo, mom, like, I know you're about to be mad, but I knocked down one of your plants by accident. Like, and she was like, what? I'm like, it was an accident. Like, I was moving shit around the living room and then I knocked that shit down and all the dirt fell and fucking all the water poured out, bro. I had to clean that shit up, bro. I'm so fucking mad, bro.
Hell yeah.
But I told the plants after that, I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry. Like, I said sorry, man. I talked to the plants, bro. I'm like, yo, I don't want you to be mad at me. Like, it was an accident. Like, I was apologizing like a motherfucker to the plants, bro. Because I'm like, yo, I know, like, they know, bro. Like, they know, bro. Like, they know.
Hell yeah, they know. But
Like,
shit, hey, you already know, man. It's that time, bro. We gotta say goodbye.
yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Holla at y'all later, family. Peace.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware. And then we're just a pawn being used. When you carry yourself like a king, you will be.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.